Hey everyone, just wanted to make a quick video about something I found out today or something I rediscovered that was pretty important to me and sort of changed my musical direction, I guess. So there's a bit of a story to this. It's going back to sort of 1987-ish, so I'd have been 17. And I was down in South Wales in Rhys, visiting my mother, and we went to a car boot sale at a local pub. And whilst looking around in a box full of tools and various other things, I saw this cassette, a nice TDK SA60, classic tapes. And printed on the side of it, if you can see here, it says Joy Div ... Warsaw, and it's sort of a homemade cover. And you remember, it's those transfers you used to be able to get that you could just rub over with a pencil, and they come onto the thing. And I got this home, and I thought, I've heard of this Joy Division mob before. I hadn't really played any of their stuff. At the time, I guess I was into things like Bauhaus and The Cult and The Damned and bands like that. So right sort of genre. And then this is the inlay. And I think I must have written this piece at the bottom. But you see it's typed out, so clearly it's a bootleg. From memory, this was really good quality. And the names of some of the tracks on here are different to ones that I've seen online. So this is actually the first unreleased album that Joy Division recorded, I believe, at Arrow Studios for RCA. And basically they thought that it sounded shit, so it was never released. But this was my first introduction to Joy Division, and I thought this cassette was great. I played it to death. I thought the songs were great. I thought it was quite raw, in my opinion. And I actually like some of the versions of the songs on here. The version of No Love Lost on here, I think is really good. There's a track on here. The first track on here says it's called All of This For You. I've seen that credited as the drawback elsewhere. So whether the people writing this or put this together didn't know, or whether it had different titles, got no idea. So All of This For You, Leaders of Men, They Walked in Line, Failures, Novelty, No Love Lost, Transmission, Living in the Ice Age, Interzone, Warsaw and Shadow Play. And then it's got a free EP on here as well, which has got, it says Excite 1, I think that should be Exercise 1, but anyway, it says Excite 1 here, Insight, She's Lost Control, and Transmission Again. So that's what was included. Just wanted to sort of say that, you know, I know the band and Hooky in his book said it was a load of shit. I thought it was really good. I was 17. It got me into the band. I was listening to some New Order stuff at the time as well. Interestingly enough, I actually picked up, and I didn't know any of the background. We didn't have the internet in those days or anything like that. And I actually sort of picked up that this New Order mob sounds a little bit like this Joy Division mob. And I mentioned this to a guy at a factory where I had a part-time job, and he went, "That's because they're the same band, you dickhead." But just from the sound, I could tell that it was they were very similar. So quite interesting. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. So, old SA60. How on earth it ended up in a box full of tools and various other things at car boot sale. I paid 15p for that, and I can remember clearly buying it. They just sold it as if it was a blank cassette. The only thing I could think of is somebody must have emptied the contents of their car into a box and then stuck it all for sale at a car boot. But yeah, best bargain Brilliant introduction to the band. And I'm off to see Peter Hook on Tuesday. Yeah, just a bit of an update. That EP on the cassette there, it looks like those tracks came from a Peel session recorded on January 31st, 1979, because that Peel session's got exactly the same tracks: Exercise 1, Insight, Transmission, and She's Lost Control. So it looks like they've managed to bootleg both the unreleased album and the Peel session, and yeah, what a great bargain, 15p.